Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're looking ahead to NFL Week 7, and right now we're doing a regular call with SBR contributor Doug Upstone. We're going to get his very popular value picks, which last year were killer for NFL Week 7. Doug Upstone, nice shirt and tie combo. I'm just seeing that now. Nice tie and nice shirt.
I've been on this all year, Peter. I think I missed 1 week without a tie. But no, so yeah, it's just, hey, you're paying attention too.
Yeah, I like the color scheme. I can see the monitor better now. So how'd you do last week? Did you do well with your value plays?
You know, finally broke the ice last week, ended our losing streak. We got 2-1 officially, so yeah, so that worked out well. Like I said, ended our little negative streak there. So like I said, I'm anxious to get going and make it 2 weeks in a row.
All right, well, it's about this time, around this time last year, that you really started to string together your amazing string. Because I remember last year, at the end of the year, your record was unbelievable, and it was in the beginning where it was just a little bit so-so, and then like around this time, you absolutely went on fire. It was like 2-1, 3-0, 3-0, 2-1, 2-1, week after week after week. So we'll see what you can give us this week. NFL Week 7. Doug Upstone, what's your first value pick for us?
My first play, Peter, is to ride with the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Colts have won 4 in a row and covered each time, and their only 2 losses, as it turns out, not too bad, to the Philadelphia and Denver, who are 9-2 combined. Now, this team is just red hot at this time, and they're back at home, and they're playing Cincinnati, who, since the bye, has really struggled. Now, they were in a tough spot against New England and gave up 37 points, but then also, 43 points. But then last week they gave up 37 at home to Carolina, which is really, I think, a bad omen going to this week. And as we all know, Andrew Luck has just absolutely been on fire with his offense. There's a lot of nice diversity. And with what's happening with Cincinnati's defense at the present time, I think it's just a bad situation. And then I find the Colts are 7-0 against the spread at home against teams that are giving up 235 more yards passing. I think with a manageable number of 3, the Colts are the play here, Peter.
Yeah, I'm kind of agreeing with you. The only problem is that the line had me scratching my head a little bit, so I actually haven't acted on it yet. I haven't made a pick on it or a bet on it yet because it does seem a little bit suspiciously low, doesn't it, Doug?
It does. I'm not going to disagree. But Cincinnati still is a good team, and they've had a couple of tough weeks. But I just think the situation just favors Indianapolis at this time. I'm willing to ride with it.
I'm just kind of wondering why it's not like 4.5 or 5. I'm scratching my head a little bit on that one. But all right, I agree with you. What's your second value pick for us, Doug Upstone?
My second value pick is with the San Francisco 49ers with the points. Now, they have righted their ship, the Niners have, with 3 straight wins and covers. And now ultimately, the situation looks difficult, playing on a Monday night on the road, having to come back on a short week to prepare for Peyton Manning and Denver. But, I think this team is focused once again. And all these Jim Harbaugh talk, I think, ends up being a bunch of nonsense. This team knows how to win. They expect to win. Now, Denver gave really a pretty workmanlike performance. And even though we were lucky to get it right here last week in this segment with the Broncos, I'm not sure that what I saw is a lot of Peyton Manning being pretty hesitant with a steady pass rush by the Jets. And San Francisco, as we know, can certainly generate that, even though they're missing a couple of guys. The other thing I really like about San Francisco right now is all the weapons they have on the perimeter to go along with Frank Gore. Now, this number was at 7 or 7.5. It fell to 6.5. I say be patient. Wait till later in the week. See if you can get a 7, because you can always get a 6.5. But I still really like the Niners in this game, and the outcome I think is going to be more in the 3 to 4 point range.
It is kind of a curious line. I mean, San Francisco, still San Francisco, 6.5, a lot of points. I will tell you though, Doug, I previewed this game with Indian Cowboy, very well-known professional handicapper, and he gave a whole bunch of sort of technical, trend-based reasons why he liked Denver here at minus 6.5. And it is kind of an interesting situation, a curious line at first glance. Yeah, 6.5 seems like a whole lot of points, not the kind of points you want to give to another elite NFL team, but I certainly can't argue with taking San Francisco here. All right, what's your third pick for us, Doug Upstone?
My third pick is on Monday night, Peter, and I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, last week, I was wrong with the Steelers. They were embarrassed by their performance at Cleveland, being destroyed 31-10. And even their former coach, Bill Cowher, called them out, the CBS analyst, saying that this team, in his opinion, was soft and really lacked direction. Now, in that locker room, there's still a lot of pride, I think, Peter, and with Pittsburgh. They're a team that is used to winning, and I think in this particular contest, I think they're going to really come ready to play. I think that all these things that we've been hearing about with disorganization, different troubles, I think those are all forgotten this particular week. And I also look at Houston, who's lost 3 out of 4, seems to be stumbling a little bit. And Pittsburgh is a perfect 6-0 against a spread, having lost 2 out of 3. I like the Steelers big and to win by at least 10 points on Monday night.
I'll tell you what, Doug Upstone, at first glance, this game didn't actually jump out at me, but I've already previewed it with 2 other guys whom I both respect, and both of them said the exact same thing. They like Pittsburgh, so I already did bet it a little bit. Now I'm hearing your opinion, which I also respect. Backing it up, that's a third opinion on Pittsburgh. Is that the kiss of death? I don't know. I think maybe this might be just a very, very sharp pick. We'll see where this line closes. All right, Doug Upstone, 3 interesting picks this week. Hope we get to at least 2-1 once again. We'll talk to you next week.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.